So let me tell you about the craziness I have gone through just to try to get this, not only this video started, but this channel started. So I am a Christian woman, just a normal woman. I'm almost 50. I've got a husband, I've got 3 kids, and I am always asking God. I'm trying to draw closer to God all the time, learning more, reading more about my Bible or in my Bible, and praying and just really trying to grow closer to God. So one day I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start a YouTube channel. So the channel just kind of sat. And then recently I started thinking again, like I really want to do something and try to start this channel. And so there I was, just struggling for days. I was struggling for like a week. It went on, and I'm struggling, thinking I can't even think of a name for the channel. So I really wasn't getting a whole deal on like, what's my angle? What am I going to do with this thing? What do you want me to do, God? What do you want me to talk about? And who do you want me to talk to? And it was getting very stressful. It was not becoming a smooth transition. Like people say, God will just open doors and things just happen. Well, that is not what was happening. So after struggling for like a few hours a specific day, I just was like, I got to get up and walk away from this. So I get up, I go off, and I'm in the shower, and I'm just venting, and I'm kind of like frustrated, but not really. I'm more just praying that things will come to me. And so I start thinking about who is not going to watch my channel? Who's not going to want to hear what I have to say? And though I think probably most of the world isn't really going to be interested in what I have to say, I have learned that there is a tribe out there. Everyone does have their people, right? And my people will hopefully sniff me out among all the YouTubers and will find this channel and they can relate to me. And so I was in the shower and I'm just venting and talking about who's not going to watch me. And then all of a sudden, it was like the name of the channel. It just came to me. I was so excited about that. And because I was really stressing. And then I jumped out and I ran to the desk and I got out a paper. And all of a sudden, like topics just started flowing to me. All the stuff that I was struggling so much with, I just could not put it together. And then all of a sudden, it was just like flowing out of me. So I knew God had answered me. I knew it was the Holy Spirit, like, was finally giving me what I wanted. And so I'm just elated. Like it was like a house was lifted off of me because all of a sudden I figured myself out. And that led me here. So obviously, you've never been here before. This is brand new. My name is Chris, and I'm so happy that you're here. I do hope that if you can't vibe with everything I say, I do hope that there are some things you can relate to and that you will stick around or come back more often and just feel like this is a free space to kind of vent, right? Because that's exactly what is going to be happening. I want to serve in however I can. And though I have not been given divine gifts, I do hope one day to help cast out demons. I hope to baptize. I hope to do a lot of things. But in the meantime, that has not happened. Those gifts have not been given to me. And so I just say, okay, well, this is what I am. And I'm gonna use it somehow. I'm gonna figure this out. And in this channel, I really plan to talk to anyone who maybe is brand new to Christianity and you're still trying to figure it out. You're not really even sure maybe if this is for you. Also, you know, if maybe you were a Christian, like I was raised that way, but sin, damn sin, and we slip off and we find our way scratching and clawing out of the hole, and here we are again. Like, let's start over, right? God, please help me start over. And maybe that's you. In my spiritual journey, I just have these random thoughts, weird things, and I just have these random thoughts, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole and I'm going to figure this out. And I enjoy the research. Life doesn't always offer me the time I would like for that, but I do enjoy the research. And so I come to you humbly saying, if you are like me, if you're new to Christianity, or if you've fallen and you're coming back, or you just feel like I don't know everything, but I want to know more. I'm so glad that you're here. You're my tribe. You're my people. I hope that you enjoy my channel. I hope that I share things vulnerabilities, and you also feel like this is a great space for you to be vulnerable. When I was kind of thinking about who's not going to be watching me, I was like, okay, it's not going to be the scholar, right? So if you've spent the last 20 years of your life traveling Israel, yeah, you have no reason to be here. You have no reason to listen to anything I'm going to be saying. Or if you've been to Bible college or whatever, yeah, I'm not your people. Also, I kind of thought in my mind, I thought like the pastor's wife, where the kids, their clothes are always pressed. She's got her perfect salon hair all the time, and she's sitting in the front row, and she got a beautiful smile. She just looks so put together. Granted, I get it. That's probably not the way life is behind closed doors, but that's what she has to present. And I almost fear that for a lot of people that are new to Christianity, if that's what's in their mind, then it almost seems too far to attain. They look at themselves and they think, well, if I look at where I am, and that's a Christian, like, do you know the gap? The bridge it takes to get from here to there, like I can't be that. And I represent the middle of the bridge. I want you to know I'm not that either. And I definitely consider myself a God-fearing woman. I consider myself to be a very good woman, definitely a Christian woman, Bible reader. I mean, I'm trying my best, and I'm not that. So I don't want you to feel like that's what all Christians are. They're intimidating. God bless them. They are amazing. And I look up to that. That's like my perfect woman. I strive to be that. That's just incredible to me. Not in this lifetime, okay? Because I'm never going to be that. Think about this. If you were a pastor's wife and you were supposed to be on your P's and Q's all the time, you were supposed to look perfect. Could she? Let's be honest. Could she really show up to church with a ponytail, cute clothes, whatever, or a bun? Maybe she didn't do all her makeup that day. Would she really be allowed to say, I'm sorry, y'all, my husband, he left this morning to do his thing before church. I overslept, which meant the kids overslept. So we were rushing this morning, right? And then right when we were walking out the door, the dog puked on the carpet. It's been a mess. And I'm just dragging myself into church today. Would she really be allowed to say that? No, because the congregation, the people they would talk so badly about her. She doesn't have a place to go where she can just say, I do not have everything together. I do not have a perfect life. So, hey, maybe they're here too. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I want anyone to come here and just say, I'm imperfect. I'm imperfect. Let's all be imperfect together, okay? Let me tell you the madness it took to get here. Because devil has been in my head for days since I've known the channel name, since I've known my audience, and I have all these ideas. The devil has been in my head. I've had imposter syndrome the whole time, and he's just saying, oh, you're too busy, and this is happening, and this is happening, and this is going on, and you can't do it. No one's going to listen. You don't know what you're talking about. All this stuff. And then today I was supposed to go from where I live past here to go meet family that was coming into town for lunch. Fantastic. That's great, because I wanted this spot. I love this park. And so I got ready early. I was like, okay, I'm going to go. And I got all the way here with all my stuff, camera and everything. I grab all my stuff. I get out, start walking from my car, walking to my spot. And as soon as I do, my phone rings and they say, oh, we're almost at the restaurant. Of course you are. Of course you are. So I turned around, got back in my car, went and met everyone at the restaurant. This is what it's like, right? As soon as you know what God wants you to do and you're like, okay, clear, I got it. Thanks for the instructions. Let me get on it. All of a sudden, he's in your face. It's one thing after another, like, I'm not going to let you do this. I will not let you succeed. And so, yeah, so it's been days in the making. It's just been chaos after chaos, but here I am. And I did it. And I have started my very first ever video. Gosh, I hope I get better at this because it feels really, really awkward right now. talking to myself. Though I do talk to myself all the time, actually. I just, act like I'm talking to God. Hopefully he's listening. But most of the time I feel like I'm talking to myself. But right now, I essentially have people on the other end of this who are probably going to be judging me and picking out everything, bad about me, about the way I talk, or about my hair, or something weird about my face, or, God only knows what's coming my way. But I'm going to do it. I have to listen and obey because that's where I'm at in my life, and I want to do that. So this is the channel. I thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you'll come back, stick around. I hope we can become friends, and you will feel safe to be vulnerable. See you soon.